I read somewhere, and this has been the quote which has, helped me get through a lot of challenges in my life, is that success is nothing but overcoming the self-imposed standards of limitations or excellence. So it was quoted by a gentleman called Arindam Chaudhary. I was listening to one of his talks, and somewhere or the other, he talks about self-belief. If you believe in it, you can achieve it. Often,
Oh, I've got to ask you,
sure.
what's your definition of success? Is it having that Ferrari outside? Is it going on 6 holidays a year? Is it looking at your bank and seeing £1 million? Referring back to how we started this,
Yep.
or is it opening your eyes every single morning, being able to go and hug your kids and speak to your kids, being able to go and hug your mum and dad because you still got them at the age of 53? So it is a mindset. If you believe it, you can achieve it. There's another one for you. I'm full of them. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. I mean, let's talk about great sportsmen, right? And I tell you what, I don't know how you beat us in the World Cup, but congratulations, right? But we're talking about someone like Sachin Tendulkar, right?
Yeah.
I know I haven't said that properly, okay? I know I haven't said that properly. And I'll get some of your people turn around and go, those English people, they don't know how to pronounce anything. But I love my cricket. Now, I know for a fact that that guy is an absolute idol, okay?
Yep.
And I know for a fact that if you go back to his childhood, that you will probably find him with a bat in his hand at the age of 3, 4 years old on a dusty ground, hitting a ball constantly. You'll find that guy in the nets longer than everyone else. You'll find that guy looking at the video of his innings, how he's cracked a four into the covers, or how he's hit a six back over the bowler's head, or how he plays at Shane Warne compared to how he plays Bob Willis. These
Yep.
are these are all integral parts of us becoming better. You've got to put the work in, but you have to believe it to achieve it. We saw Lyle, the guy that won the 100 meters in the Olympics.
I'm sorry, I'm following Olympics very actively.
Or even let's go back to Usain Bolt, who holds the world record at 9.58. Okay, for
Mhm.
100 meters.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt didn't wake up one day and go, "Yeah, I'm going to run the 100 meters in 9.58." How many starts do you think he did? How many dealing from the start to 10 yards do you reckon he ran? How many times do you reckon he came second? How many times do you think he came last? Believe to achieve, people. Because again, if you're sitting there thinking to yourself, you can't do it, I'm going to guarantee you something right now, Pulkit, you won't get it done. I know for a fact when I wake up with a can do attitude, everything on my proverbial desk gets done. And how good do I feel after getting it all done?
I agree.
Oh, I suffer with anxiety comes procrastination as well.
Yep.
So a lot of people think that I'm really good at presentations and I put them all together, but don't tell anyone. I don't do anything beforehand. I just know what I'm talking about, right? So, sorry, all those people that are paying me to do presentations, I do all the research, I do all the preparation. You wouldn't know how much work goes into how much you pay me, but you've got to put the work in. And I agree, it's believed to achieve, and it's not. It is difficult. You've just got to train yourself. You've got to train yourself to want what it is at the end of the goal. If you want it that badly, you'll get it. You'll get it. That's a guarantee, by the way.
Well, but Neil, often it happens that the individual might believe he or she can do it, but you have people around you continuously with the cacophony coming to you. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. You should stop it. How do you overcome that?
If your ass isn't in the arena getting kicked, your feedback is irrelevant. That is a saying or a quote by Brené Brown. Okay, and for people that are watching this that don't know about Brené Brown, if your ass isn't in the arena getting kicked, your feedback is irrelevant. I had to say that twice. Okay, now check this out. As a coach, mentor, whatever my clients call me, I've been there. I've run a business. I've been thrown out of school. I've, I've dabbled in drugs. All this is true. I've suffered with mental health. I've had a divorce. I even threw myself out of an aeroplane, right? So I've been there, I've seen it, I've done it. And until you've been there, seen it, and done it, your feedback is irrelevant. So I don't go, when I want to build my business, I don't go to someone that has never run a business before. I go to my coach or my mentor who's been there, seen it, and done it. So the people that you need to surround yourselves with, if you have negativity around you, are not those. On the contrary, you need to surround yourself. You know what? We're going to go back to this BNI thing, okay?
Mhm.
I choose to surround myself with good people. You are the sum of the 5 closest people in your network. Your network is your net worth.
Yep.
So for me, I surround myself with people that I know are going to turn around and when I come up with an idea, they're going to turn around and go, "That's a really good idea, Neil. What are you going to do about it? How are you going to get it moving? Oh, let me add to it. Oh, can I help you with it?" And you know what you'll find? Here's breaking news, and you're not going to like what I'm going to say. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm being real. The negative ones will be your family and your friends. They'll be the ones telling you you can't do it. And anyone that wants to come at me and tell me that I'm not telling the truth or I'm lying or whatever it is, you do the research in it. Because I'm telling you, Sam, my next best client isn't going to be my best friend.
Yep.
My next best client is going to talk about me, therefore get me another best client. My next best friend's not going to do it. I
Yep.
ran a mailing house for 25 years. My friends never knew what I did. So you need to surround yourselves with people that are going to turn around. And do you know what as well? Check this out. You need to surround yourselves with people because I'm going to guarantee you, son, you'll fall down it a few times in these hurdles. Someone that's going to come along and go, come on, up you get, dust your knees down. Come on, let's put a plaster on that. Off you go again. Not people that turn around and go, told you were going to fall down. Ha, ha. What, you're going to get up and go again? Well, I
Yep.
wouldn't if I were you, but you need to surround yourselves, and it's who you surround yourself with that really, really matters. I can only surround myself with people who shine, people who zing, people who want to be here, and people who understand that success isn't about how much money you've got in your bank. Success is about getting up and keeping going every single day. And what a blessing it is that we get to do that.
Neil, I would like to understand your experiences and life with your brother. How did it really influence you and evolve you?
As I said to you, 11 months and 3 weeks, we were really, really close, but like really close. And I only realised how close we were the day that I put the key in the door and locked up the business. And we no longer sat. I sat here, and my brother sat here. And you take things for granted in life, don't you?
Yep.
You know, like your friends, like your family, like your parents, like you take things for like the sun coming up every single day. You take these things for granted. So I'm not going to lie. It it kind of felt like a loss because my brother never, bless, he's still with us. I love him to bits and pieces, but that brother has never ever come back again because of the trauma that he's been through. Okay, so for me, my relationship with my brother is a lot different than it was. But how blessed am I, and how blessed is he that he's still got me here, you know? And again,
Yep.
how blessed are my parents that they've got a 53 and a 54-year-old sitting here phoning them and aggravating them every day. I only phone up to make sure that my inheritance isn't being spent. That's the only reason. So I kind of miss that old school relationship, but it's a different relationship now. We don't speak as often. He's not behind my back. He's not here. He's not reachable anymore. And when I say reachable, I mean
I understand.
physically he's not reachable.
I understand. I understand. Neil, often, entrepreneurs run into burnouts. And it gets difficult for them to accept that it's a burnout. They always find a way to justify to themselves that it's not a burnout, it's just a bad day today, and I'm going to get back to my work tomorrow. So you need to dress up and you need to show up, something of that sort every day. That's the mindset of most of the entrepreneurs out there. But how can entrepreneurs be a little selfish to their own well-being and realize that they need time for themselves?
It's called self-selfishness. Self-selfishness. And people think that that's, first of all, they think selfish is a dirty word. It's not. It really isn't. You know, I've already discussed with you. I got up this morning. I went for a walk. I've said hello to people. I'm drinking water. I've had a really nice shower. I haven't had a shave because you weren't that important, Pulkit. But you know, but that self diary, that self love, first thing in the morning. That that here we go. 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 I got it for you. I got the two words. I got the two words for you. Non-negotiable. There's the two words. In my working life, I probably look over and after worked it out the other day, just short of 70 or 80 people, whether they be clients on different levels of businesses that I've got, or BNI members because I look after chapters. So it's probably short of about 70 to 80 people. And you just have to make sure, and I say to all of them, look after yourself before you look after anyone else. There's a beautiful saying, check this out. Instead of pouring from the cup, pour from the saucer. Because you can't fill from an empty cup.
That's true. That's
You've
true.
heard that one before. You've heard that one before, haven't you?
Yeah.
So instead of turning around and giving absolutely everything out, see, I've got to be honest with you. Yesterday was a very, very busy day for me, and I had to wait up late because I had to collect my partner because she was out, and I was struggling, and I was like, I was near. I don't mind telling people, I was so tired, I was crying. Have you been there before? Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
But I thought to myself, well, do you know what? You get to pick your missus up. You get to watch the Olympics. You get to cuddle your dog. You know, I want to go to sleep. Yeah, but you're still here. Do you know what I mean? You have to do these self-care things. It's a priority. It's non-negotiable. And what I do for my clients, one of the first things that I turn around and say is, if I gave you 45 minutes to an hour a day, what would you do? And their normal reply is, I haven't got 45 minutes to an hour. I mean, I didn't ask you that. I've just given you, metaphorically speaking, 45 minutes to an hour to do what you would do. What would it be? And every single one of them come up with something that will fill their cup up. Whether it will be reading, going for a walk. There's freaks that run. I don't know what they're weirdos, absolute weirdos. I've got one of my clients who is self-meditating. I've got one of my clients who was a very good figure skater on ice. So twice a week she goes and ice skates. Could you imagine how good she feels when she's done that? How good the clients been when they've been out for a run listening to their favourite music? How good that client feels when they've been living somewhere behind them is the most beautiful greenery that they've only just found out about after living there for 8 years. I ask my clients to walk out into the nature, right? Because there is nothing more beautiful than what's outside. I've always taught my kid, it was given to me, my two beautiful daughters. I've always taught my two children the first thing you do when you walk out the door in the morning is look up. You look up. And in England, it's very grey sometimes. But I still want you to metaphorically and physically look up. Look up. Look after yourself. What are you eating? What are you drinking? How much sleep are you getting? I know for a fact, I said to you, 11 o'clock last night, I picked my partner up. I came home. I went, I'm going to bed. And I did not move until 7 o'clock this morning. 8 hours sleep. Everyone's in trouble today. I'm like, yeah, 8 hours sleep. I'm ready to rumble. But isn't it strange that because I feel that all sleep is just filling that battery up. If you're not filling your battery up, there's only one person that can be. I don't like using the word blame, but there's only one person that you can blame, and that's the person in the mirror. That's the person in the mirror. And it's going back to this success thing. Is success worth your health? Nah. No, 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 no. Non negotiable. If you're not looking after yourselves first thing in the morning, please, if it's the only thing you gain from today, get yourself a little routine, even if it's sitting down and having a cup of tea for 5 minutes away from everyone else. That's part of your routine. And by the way, I think it takes up to 31 days to invent a habit, right? You might have to do it for 31 days. I know, sitting down for 31 days drinking a cup of tea. Look after yourselves, people. That's my biggest step there.
Yep. I guess it's 21 days, not 31, it's 21 days.
Is it?
Yeah. So we have 10 less days to work on.
Listen, keep grinding for the extra 10 days. You'll get even better at it. There you go.
That's 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 true.